through it.
Hi, my name is Josh Transfield. I'm here on Windspring Organic Dairy Farm, and this is a prepared speech for COMM 229 at the University of Tennessee at Martin. And for spectators, I'm going to show you my family. This is my father's, my little sister, and this is my beautiful mother. And this is Ruby, who doesn't look too interested right now. And this is our farm. So we have in pasture about 100 acres, and we're milking about 50 cows. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. Confinement versus organic. Or not organic, just grazing. There are conventional herds that do graze, but just not as much as intensive grazing as what organic does. So, organic versus conventional. First things first, cow health. You know, our cows can go out, like I said, we have 50 cows and they have 100 acres to go out and graze on. So, you know, they can just go graze all day. They have 100 acres. Now, we do separate the pasture and paddocks. So we let one paddock grow up a little bit and then, you know, let them on another paddock and then just keep rotating. It's rotational grazing. But on the other hand, conventional, they are kept inside 365 days a year. Sometimes there are exercise lots where they can go out, but they might just be 1 acre, you know, compared to our 100 acres. We have 50 cows, and they might have 300 cows. But it was a dairy heifer management class when I was going to West Virginia University. I was on that judging team, and we judged cows at a farm in Georgia, and it was a 10,000 cow dairy. And you know, you can't graze 10,000 cows because 10,000 cows would take up, you know, 2 acres of land just to put them on. So they would have to walk about 10 miles to just even be able to graze. So you can't do that. A cow can't walk. I mean, it could, but it wouldn't have any milk, so it wouldn't be profitable to do that. That was Ruby. She's awake. Also with grazing, this is conventional or organic, but you can only be certain that something is being grazed if it is organic, because CCOF and OFA, all organic dairies, are certified by them. So if you see anything that's labeled organic, then you know that it's going to be grazed, or there's a percentage of grass milk in it. And also, it's tested that organic milk has more omega-3 fatty acids in it, and that's from grass because they're getting fed a third of their ration is grass. Now with herd health, first things first, treatment of the animals. And I mentioned the grazing. Well, there's a few other things there. You got to think about their feet, you know, their hooves. They're on concrete for 365 days a year. You know, they don't get to get off concrete. You know, our cows are just walking on soil, walking on the grass. And also there's a lot of RDAs, because with confinement, they're feeding, you know, they're trying to get 80 pounds, 90 pounds, 100 pounds of milk a day, which is a lot of milk to get for a cow in one day. I mean, could you imagine giving 100 pounds of milk a day? But they have to feed a lot of grain in order to do that. And some organic farms, they don't feed grain at all. But so we just we don't feed as much grain. I mean, we'll feed 10, 15 pounds of grain to a conventional who might feed 30 to 40 pounds of grain. I mean, they're feeding a lot of grain. But to quote Dr. Melhorn at the University of Tennessee at Martin, he referred to businessman as farmers should refer to themselves as businessmen, because in today's society, I mean, you have to be a businessman to be a farmer, because there isn't a lot of farmers left. To quote the Bible in Deuteronomy chapter 11, 13 through 15, gotta read this. It shall come about, if you listen obediently to my commandments, which I am commanding you today, to love the Lord your God, and to serve him with all your heart and all your soul, that he will give the rain for your land and its season, the early and late rain, that you may gather in your grain and your new wine and your oil. He will give you grass in your fields for your cattle, and you will eat and be satisfied. And if you don't believe that, you can believe Organic Valley's bumper sticker, which says, our cows kick grass and eat it too. There it is. So, thank you. I'm Josh Transfield, and this is my prepared speech.